Welcome to FLARP. LARP is an acronym that stands for Live Action Roleplay, which is an interactive role-playing game in which you portray a character through physical action, in costume, and with props. Park Hill's Live Action Roleplayers, or FLARP, is a unique version of LARP that originated in the town of Park Hills, Missouri in 2012. We are a medieval fantasy-themed LARP where you engage in unscripted combat against other FLARPers using foam-covered LARP weapons. Some of the rules of combat and engagement are laid out in the following video in order to give you a crash course on how our game is played. However, we encourage you to read the Book of Rules in its entirety. We want to create an environment that facilitates your immersion as completely as possible so that regardless of your past experiences with LARP, you can participate and have a fun and memorable LARP experience. We want you to be able to create friendships, relationships, and memories that will last a lifetime. We host LARP at Columbia Park in Park Hills, Missouri every Sunday from 1 p.m. until 5 p.m. The marshals within FLARP are the equivalent of referees. If you hear a marshal shout pause, then you must stop moving and disengage from all combat until you hear a marshal shout unpausing in 3, 2, 1 unpause, or until you receive further instructions from a marshal. You must meet certain unique conditions and prerequisites in order to perform abilities and to trigger certain game mechanics. You must also react in specific ways when you receive damage, effects from abilities, or if you meet the criteria of certain game mechanics. You cannot carry more than one weapon, shield, packet, arrow, item, resource, etc. within your hands or arms for every one of your undamaged arms. You cannot wield a shield as a weapon or contact another player's body with it. You cannot throw melee weapons. You can wield an offhanded weapon or a one-handed weapon with both or one of your both hand or with one or both of your hands grasping it. However, if you are grasping anything with only one hand and you receive damage to that arm or hand, then you must immediately drop it. If you wish to continue to wield or carry a dropped object, then you must recover it from the ground with an undamaged hand. You cannot defend with a bow until it has been properly foamed and approved specifically for defending with. You cannot deliver additional damage to an area until 1 second has passed in between your strikes. You cannot power swing, baseball swing, wind-up swing, whirlwind swing, or step into your swings. We are here to have fun, not to hurt each other. Aggressive or dangerous behavior will result in disciplinary actions being taken against you. If you perform 3 consecutive swings that are completely uncalculated in their trajectory, you must let 3 seconds pass before swinging again. You should loudly yell caution if you become hurt and you need a moment to recover. If you do call caution, you must go to the edge of the battlefield to recover for at least 100 seconds. If you need an additional time beyond 300 seconds, you must forfeit the event. If you're attacking a player and he yells caution, you must stop attacking him, help him if you can, or at the very least, leave him alone while he recovers. If you call caution, you must re-enter the battle. If you call caution, you must re-enter the battle at the portal of Pandoom. Misuse of this call will result in disciplinary action being taken against you. You cannot attack with a 2-handed weapon, an exotic linked weapon, or a staff if you have only one hand holding onto it unless you have a damaged arm. You can ignore effects and strikes that are delivered to your head or neck if you shout head or neck as you receive them. You can ignore strikes that first contact your weapon or shield and then you, including your hand, as long as the strike maintains contact with your weapon or shield and you yell graze as it is happening. Your arm area consists of your arm and hand, stopping at your armpits. If you receive a strike on your arm area and you are holding anything with only that hand, then you must immediately drop it. If you wish to continue to carry or wield it, you must recover it from the ground with your undamaged hand. If your damaged arm receives an additional strike, then the strike is fatal. Your leg area consists of anything below your belt except your genitals. If you receive a strike on your leg area receives damage and you must go down on the knee of the struck leg or favor it. If you are struck in an already damaged leg and you have an undamaged leg, then your undamaged leg becomes damaged too, and you must kneel, sit, or crawl. If you receive a strike on your butt, your leg on that side receives damage, and if you strike across your entire butt, then both of your legs receive damage. If you are struck in an already damaged leg and you do not have any undamaged legs left, then the strike becomes fatal. If all of your limbs become damaged, you may begin bleeding out after 5 seconds. If you are struck in your genitals and you do not need a moment to recover, you can choose which one of your legs will receive the damage if you verbally communicate this choice so that your attacker understands what is happening. If you do need a moment to recover, then the strike becomes fatal. This rule exists only to address and simplify this type of situation. Please do not aim for these areas. Your torso area consists of your back, stomach, and chest. If you receive a strike to any of these areas, it is considered a fatal strike. You cannot deliver damage with a staff. Instead, if you deliver a strike to an enemy's arm, then his arm is disarmed. A strike, and this is a wizard staff specifically. If you strike his arm, then his arm is disarmed. A strike to his leg area causes him to touch the knee of his struck leg to the ground, and a strike to his torso area causes him to become stunned for 3 seconds. If you deliver a fatal strike at the same time that you receive a fatal strike, then both strikes count. This is called a double kill. This can also happen without actually killing each person. Like if I stab somebody else in the arm as they stab me in the chest, then the arm is still damaged and I am still dead, if I can't tell who struck who first. If you receive a fatal strike, then you must begin bleeding out by kneeling with your weapons or hands on your head for a minimum of 10 seconds, or if you act out your death, a minimum of 5 seconds. You can bleed out for up to a maximum of 10 seconds for every true level you have achieved. You cannot move or speak in any intelligible way while you are bleeding out. Once you have finished bleeding out, you must move off of the battlefield or to the Portal of Pandoom if possible. You can pick up your weapons in the immediate area of roughly 30 feet. While you are doing this, you are considered a ghost, and you must keep your weapons and or hands on your head to visually broadcast the fact that you are a ghost to others. You can mercy kill an ally that has verbally communicated his desire to be slain in this manner. You cannot, however, mercy kill a shackled player. Participating in FLARP will grant you XP for your character, which will accumulate towards levels, which will grant you ability points that you can spend on abilities similar to a tabletop or video game RPG game. Your XP rate is based on your membership level, and everyone starts as a copper level member. If you have any questions, please ask me, North, and I will be happy to answer them to the best of my ability. Good luck in all your battles, hero, and welcome to FLARP.